You probably did not notice it, but CIG quietly added a new stealth mission in Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.1. This is a mission that you can do in Pyro and that was briefly mentioned in the patch notes. The mission takes you to one of the numerous outposts in Pyro in order to disable a communications tower that belongs to a rival faction, and if you are doing things right, you will be able to make some decent money as well for the time you are spending. To take this mission, as always, you'll have to go to the Mobiglass under the Mercenary tab and look for anything that involves disabling a comms tower. Also, make sure to take a look at the location of the mission because there may be another mission that might ask you to disable some servers, which will be a great way to optimize your tasks. Usually, this happens at Rustville on Pyro I, so for the purpose of this video, we are going to do both. Now, before we get started, I already know that some of you will get straight to the comment section to say, Era, this isn't really a stealth mission, and yes, you are absolutely right. If you want, you can just storm the outpost, wipe out every guard, and brute force your way to the objective, but let's be honest, that's going to chew through a ton of ammo here, put you at serious risk, and worst of all, when it's time to leave, the missile turret will light you up the second you step outside. That's exactly why a more discreet approach is often the smarter way to proceed. So when you arrive at your location, the best thing you can do is just pretend you're just any other guy in the ship. Local security will not fire at you until you actually land and then they realize that you are hostile. What I usually do is I land as close as possible to the objective. If the objectives are the servers, then I'll land at the pad, if it's available, as the servers might be right underneath. Usually, there are no NPCs, so it's easy to sneak in and reach the servers. Once you are in the server room, I would advise against using any firearms because the sound may trigger ground security that might not have noticed you yet. The most effective way to destroy those servers is to just use your fists, just like that. Then it's time to take care of the communications tower. Here in Rustville, there are two of them. There's one right next to the landing pad, and there's also one on the plateau above the main settlement. The best thing to do is to quietly climb the stairs and get to the main level of the base above the pad. Make sure that there are no NPCs in your way, and if they are, you can always take a small detour to catch them off guard. Once you get to the tower, you'll have to get to the top. There are two options to get there. There's a ladder or there's also an elevator. The ladder will obviously expose you and you might be spotted and fired upon by NPCs, so the elevator here is a no-brainer. It will take you to a platform where there may be one or two guards, or there might be also nobody as well. If there are guards, just use a melee attack because they're just not expecting to see you there anyway, so they have a very bad reaction time. Then you will have to find this ladder right here and go to the very top where the communications terminal is located. Now for the communications tower, you can walk your way up to it from the outpost, but that's risky and time consuming. The smarter move is to hop back on your ship here and land right next to it, but be aware this area has a much higher chance of NPCs patrol spotting you, so be ready for a fight if it comes to that. The best way to avoid unnecessary trouble is to use your targeting system to zoom in on the landing zone before you commit, see if you see guards there posted, and if you do, well, just land a little bit further away so you can take them out quietly. Once you are at the tower, the procedure is exactly the same as before. Make your way up, disable the comm, and get out. If you've kept things clean and stayed off their radar, you'll be able to take off without drawing fire and move on to your next mission without a scratch. And so, That's it. This is how you can do these new stealth missions in Star Citizen Alpha 4.3.1. It's really interesting here to see different approaches, maybe some of them that we have seen in previous season cons actually finally coming to fruition. I'm actually enjoying those missions quite a bit, and it's nice also to grind up some reputation for some of the factions in Pyro that way. Anyway, that is all for this video. This is our last chance for this L21 Wolf giveaway with LTI, thanks to Admiral Gruffus. All you have to do is to just subscribe to the channel and comment to any videos posted this month to get 1 out of the 10 entries of the Wheel of Names, automatic entries for Patreon and YouTube members. So if you enjoy the content, well, any help over there is appreciated, and that is one way you get rewarded. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. As always, a big shout out to Dr. Frobin, So Carter Sisters, Doki to the Crusher, the Horizon Zero Crusher. Have a wonderful day. Cheers.